You are a law-abiding, tax-paying citizen who goes to work every single day, and all you ask from these entertainment companies is to entertain me. So what does it mean when you give a company money to entertain you and their response is fuck you? What if you was sitting in the barbershop chair, right? And your barber, who normally gives you the most cutting edge cuts in the city, and he is just cutting, and then just out of nowhere, he just cut a big ass hole in your head. And then says, all right, you done. And you like, bro, what about my head? Fuck you. What if you at Subway ordering a sandwich, right? And they whipping up everything on the sandwich. You get to the end, pay for your sandwich, and before the clerk gives it to you, they wraps it up, hands it to you. What the fuck was that about? Fuck you. What I'm trying to get at here is, what company you know can give you a product while telling a subpar product, right? While telling you fuck you as they take your money and hand over the product to you. What I'm asking you, ladies and gentlemen, is why would you ever support this ever again? All right, fuck the intro. Let's talk about it. All right, let's go ahead and hit the drop.
What makes you think that I'm an answer if you ain't mine? Even if you.
All right, team, y'all already know what to do. Hit the like button, hit the red subscribe button if you are enjoying the content. Go down into the description, follow me on the socials and everything else. Let's go ahead and get into what we're going to talk about today. So, let's get it. I will never, ever pay to see another Marvel movie again, and Marvel movie or TV show, and neither should you. Let me repeat that again. Me, okay? I will never pay to watch another Marvel movie or TV show ever again, and neither should you. And here's why. She-Hulk team explains delivering the finale's big fuck you to the trolls. Now, it says trolls, but no, they're talking about you, the fans. All right? Let's go ahead and read this article. She-Hulk attorney at law has divided many Marvel fans with its comedic core, not comedic at all, and throwaway storylines, and the finale didn't disappoint in creating more debate between the show's fans and critics, with a big reveal at the end of the series being the biggest meta moment of the MCU. She-Hulk took a thinly veiled swipe at the many complaints that have been aimed at Marvel over the last few years, and it was something the team behind the show was thrilled to do. You know what? I really don't even want to read all this. I want to go to this part right here. When it comes to delivering that scene and its message, writer Jessica Gao told Variety, the conversation between Jen and Kevin is very much the relationship that I have with real life Kevin, and a lot of that is taken from conversations I've had with him. That scene was so much longer in the scripts. If they had let me, I probably would have written a 10-minute conversation of my avatar arguing with Kevin. This is probably the tightest version of what it could have been. There were a couple of jabs where Kevin was like, okay, this is a little mean now. Our writers room opened 3 years ago. The fact that we were able to predict that what the reaction was going to be, what a lot of trolling comments were going to be, really shows how very tired and unoriginal these trolls are. They really tickle me because the little troll that lives inside of me really loves trolling the trolls. They literally made a show to troll you. Now they're calling you a troll because that's the way that they can get away with it in the eyes of like investors and the public eye, calling you, a fan of the show, a troll. All right? You're not a troll. You're just critiquing something that you love dearly, which is Marvel Comics, right? All right, Tatiana Maslany always expected trolls to come after She-Hulk, right? Even though the She-Hulk comic was a beloved comic back in the day. But apparently, they just knew people was going to hate She-Hulk, right? Right, okay, let's get into it. It is not... let me just get into the quote. Jessica Gao is a genius and knows about the culture we're living in and her position in it when she's writing these stories about a woman superhero. She knows what that response is going to be. As a cast, it was delightful sending each other these troll responses like, oh my God, give them a week, and then they're going to literally see this pop up verbatim in the show and become the villains of the show. It was thrilling. Reading the script, it was so true. There's so much resistance to a woman just existing in that space of superheroes. There's always going to be that. I sort of anticipated it. It's why I also feel it's important. There's such an entitlement to space held by certain people, and to even exist as She-Hulk is like a fuck you, and I love that. First of all, before we even get to the fuck you part, there's so much resistance to a woman just existing in that space of superheroes. What the fuck are you talking about? We literally have female superheroes everywhere that people love and adore. This is the level of the narcissism epidemic that is going on amongst American women in this country. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. All of y'all think y'all fucking special and you're not. What are you talking about? Resistance to a woman in the superhero space? What about Black Widow? You retarded motherfucker. Gather myself. Black Widow, Wonder Woman, Gamora, Shuri. Who else? There are plenty of fucking female superheroes that people love and adore. There was no hate for the Black Widow movie. There was no hate for the Wonder Woman movie. There was no hate for Alita Battle Angel. There was no hate for Kill Bill. But anyway, let's get to this fuck you comment. She goes, there's such an entitlement to space held by certain people, and to even exist as She-Hulk is like a big fuck you. And I just added that big in there because that's pretty much what she meant. And I love that. I just want you to think about this for a second. You are a law-abiding, tax-paying citizen who goes to work every single day, work hard for the money that you get to put food on the table for you and yours, to take care of your children, your wife or your husband, your family. And all you ask from these entertainment companies is to entertain me. I give you money, you entertain me. So what does it mean when you give a company money to entertain you and their response is, fuck you? Here's my $9 a month for Disney Plus. Entertain me. Okay, fuck you. What if you was sitting in a barbershop chair, right? And your barber, who normally gives you the most cutting edge cuts in the city, and you happily tip him every time, and he is just cutting, and then just out of nowhere, he just cut a big ass hole in your head. And then says, all right, you done. And you're like, bro, what about my head? Fuck you. What if you at Subway ordering a sandwich, right? And they whipping up everything on the sandwich. You get to the end, pay for your sandwich, and before the clerk gives it to you, they wraps it up, hands it to you. What the fuck was that about? Fuck you. What I'm trying to get at here is, what company you know can give you a product while telling a subpar product, right? While telling you fuck you as they take your money and hand over the product to you. What I'm asking you, ladies and gentlemen, is why would you ever support this ever again? At least financially. At some point, you got to take a stand. There's no fucking way. You're not gonna take my money. You're not gonna take my money and give me a subpar product and then tell me fuck you at the end. Nope, not gonna happen. Nope. So as I said before, ladies and gentlemen, I will never, unless they get Kevin Feige himself to issue a public apology for this bullshit, I will never support another. I will never support financially another Marvel TV show or movie ever. Until we get a public apology from Kevin Feige himself. What do y'all think? Go ahead and let me know down in the comments. I'm out.
Let's go. Hey. Beat that thing down like you started attention, my baby. You had some plans with your man, just tell him to cancel, my baby. Slide to the crib, look like Dracula's mansion, my baby. When you pull up, it's on action, my baby.